Say it again, smash it right now. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. We got Juice Made Hoops in the building. You already know how we do it. Juice, last week, Mikey Williams said he was going back home. And I felt like this was something that he had to do, because when you look at Mikey, he got everything that you would think that he needs. The social media following, he got him a girlfriend at hoop. They on the same path together. He got all the accolades that you would want, even though he didn't make Max Press All-American team. We could talk about that a little bit later. But I feel like something wasn't sitting right with him, and he wanted to go home, win a state championship, and make his high school career semi-complete. What you feel about that, Juice?
I mean, for me personally, I think he was like, I'm not surprised that he went home, to be honest. Like, he even said, like, this is the perfect ending to his high school career. And like, if you really think about it, bro, like I said in my video that I made about him like a week ago, like, we first really got like introduced to Mikey his freshman year at San Ysidro in San Diego. So it's like, what's a better ending, than to go to your hometown and like hopefully bring them a state title? Like, imagine, like, his sophomore year, it was cool. Like, he went to North Carolina, he did what he had to do, he learned how to play, with other great players. His junior year, same thing with Vertical Academy. So now it's like he's going back to that public high school. And I ain't gonna lie, we might get a Bronny James versus Mikey game, bro.
We might actually have to take a trip to San Diego. I won't mind going out there, eating some good tacos. Some good tacos in San Diego. He said they're gonna play a national schedule. Right. Obviously he's not gonna be by himself. Maybe Tremaine Parker goes out there with him. I saw some rumblings that your favorite player, one of his former teammates, I'm probably pretty sure you know who his name is, that went to Link Academy. You love him, Trey Green. It may be a situation where he possibly could go to San Diego. I know that he's not going to be alone if he wants to get this thing done. Have you heard anything about who possibly can go out there with him? Have you seen anything in the Discord or on the internet?
I mean, I haven't seen anything personally. The only thing I've like seen is just like maybe a hint in like one of the comment sections with him and Tremont Parker. That's the only thing I've seen. Like, somebody sent it in my Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you're on the Discord. But yeah, that's the only thing I've seen. Just like him chopping it up with Tremont Parker, like in the comment section. But I don't know. Nobody. There's really nothing at the moment. But I mean, if we do hear something, subscribe to the channel, man. First ones too.
As far as like the scheduling, do you think they will be able to compete with the Link Academy?
I mean, that's the thing, bro. That's the thing. It really just depends. Like, it's gonna depend on who is on his team, bro. If he's playing with the same people he played with his freshman year, if he played with the same people he played last year, if he played with the same people he played at Lake Norman, they can't compete with IMGs and Mikey's a good player. Like, he's definitely top player in the country, but like he can't do it himself. Not like nobody in high school can do it themselves, So, just considering like how cold IMG is in Montverde, like those guys are like, a lot of them are really older than they really need to be, So like, it's just gonna depend on who Mikey's playing with on his team, bro, to be honest.
And that's a situation where I feel like I want him to play a national schedule, but I want him to play a local national team, not a prep school like a Montverde, because I feel like no matter who he gets on his team, they won't be able to compete. I don't want to see him go up against the Link. I don't want to see him go up against any of these Dick's national teams, that we saw play on TV, or Geico Nationals, whatever it's called now. I don't want to see him go up against those teams, because if he goes up against those teams and he loses by 20, it will be held against him. But what I'm most impressed about is that he took this upon himself, and maybe his team sat down and have a conversation that, maybe this was the right move to do. Go back, play in that atmosphere, because, wherever he goes, it's going to be, I'm not going to call it a circus, because a circus makes it seem like it's kind of like not real. Wherever he goes, it's going to be a rock show. No matter where he's at, it's going to be a show. He's going to bring the fans out. I just want him to play a favorable schedule, but not one that, if we watch him play on ESPN and get beat by 20, everybody on the internet talking about Mikey Williams is overrated. And I do want to see that Sierra Canyon and Bronny matchup. It looks like we're not going to have it during the AAU season unless he pops out with a Puma team, which people are talking about may happen. People said Boo Williams. We're not going to see Mikey probably during the AAU season, but if we got that Sierra Canyon, and how you say his high school's name? San Diego?
San Ysidro. I think
San Ysidro, Border Boys. If we got that matchup, that would be insane. I don't know who I would be taking. I would have to see till the rosters come out. But man, I'm excited to see what Mikey Williams does this year.
And that's the thing, like, you know, just to add to that, like you said, like you don't want to see him play a national schedule. Like I agree to an extent because they were doing that last year at Vertical Academy and they were losing a lot of games. I think they only won like 6 to 10 games for the whole year. And I just remember just anytime Ball is Life or anybody would post a clip, you go to that comment section, they're all like, bro, but they lost the game, but they lost the game, but they lost by 20, you know? And it's like, bro, Mikey doesn't have nationally ranked players on his team. So like, what do y'all expect? And sometimes Mikey will have good games too. Like he will drop 20 to 30 points like in those games against those nationally ranked teams. That's why I think he had a good season, you know, but you can't really knock him against him. I do agree with you though. Like I do want him to play a favorable schedule, you know. I just hope he just gets good teammates, bro. Like somebody that can support Mikey and like get a good big or a good guard, like somebody that's also ranked, you know.
You know what? Scratch the Sierra. I want to see Border Boys versus Camden.
Facts.
Border Boys versus Camden. Forget the nonsense. I want to see Border Boys versus Camden. That's what the hell I want to see. I feel like I feel like he can get enough players on his team where it can be a favorable matchup. We got Mikey and DJ. No matter how you feel about both of them, who's better, I feel like that's kind of like a wash in some people's opinion. But he get a big that can mess with the Bradshaw kid if he's still playing there next year. I feel like it'll be a good matchup, man. I already know Camden gonna come loaded again next year, but I feel like he can get some players to come out there to San Diego, and that can be a matchup that we can see on ESPN, maybe at the Hoop Hall. Book it.
Facts, bro. We need that. Like we've been waiting years, bro. We've been waiting years for this. Like the Bronny and Mikey will be cool. I ain't gonna lie, that'd be cool. But we need this DJ versus Mikey. Who do you got if they were to play? Or do you
I would have to. I mean, as far as who I think will win, I would go with Camden from what I've saw, because I feel like that's more a team that's more of a staple as of right now. I don't know too much about what Border Boys did last year, and I'm only saying Border Boys because I can't pronounce the other name. So
yeah, I don't know, bro. It's gonna be close, but yeah, we need that matchup, man.